Olivia, some of the other techniques that they practice, they also use little daggers like this and rapiers. Nathaniel, you're here to tell us what exactly is the difference between this rapier versus the longer sword that we saw earlier.
First distinction is that it's a one-handed weapon. Next with that is that it's more of a finesse weapon.
Gotcha.
Meaning that it relies on geometry as opposed to inertia. Some of the same techniques still apply, but those are some of the main differences.
Okay, and then so where are you guys learning all of your techniques from in terms of stances and what they actually did back in earlier times?
We learn those directly from historic manuals. So the first manuals from the 13th century, 133, that's sword and buckler, then Johann Lichtenauer, longsword and armored fighting, dagger, and then the Italians, Fiore de Liberi.
And so you guys are reading all of that and then interpreting the content and making it safe to where it can be practiced now?
Correct, but we also use the rest of the HEMA community, which is a worldwide organization who, there are people who are more experienced than we are, and we use their interpretations and compare our interpretations.
Gotcha.
And then we meet at tournaments.
And really quickly, what's the reason that keeps you coming back to practice HEMA?
One is the exercise. That's a big one. Two, really love swords, really love martial arts. And to be honest with you, it's a lot safer than most combat martial arts.
Gotcha.
Injury rate's pretty low. We're climbing into our 40s now, and it's a lot of fun. Keeps you active.
Well, I'm going to hand you this, and we're going to go through one of the techniques that you were talking with me earlier about, kind of holding the dagger correctly. We talked about this is the way to hold it, or like this, just depending on your preference. But what are some of the combat stances we were talking about?
From here, most important part is to protect your vitals.
Okay.
So elbows down, hands nice and around your neck, and the blade forward.
Outwards.
So they practice these a lot against overhanded strikes to where they're coming down into the body.
Okay.
So switch your stance.
Oh, switch it?
And then step in and stab right in the neck.
Okay. It's like that. Oof.
And then we'll just block like so with the mirror side hand. And then we'll kind of turn over.
And then let's go.
Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah, because that really hurts. You did that to me full on earlier. It kind of hurt. Okay, so it's like this, and then you come out like that.
Yes.
And then you turn.
Yes.
Okay, so let me see if I can do that. So you're going to come at me, so I catch you.
And then rotate you. Yes,
turn.
very good. And then poke me.
And then jump like that.
Yes.
But obviously not full force.
Yes.
Okay, so let's try that fast.
Unless we're geared up.
Okay, let's try that fast.
Okay.
Real quick. All right. 1, 2. All right, cool. I'm becoming a pro at this. We'll send it back to you guys.